This is ManePear, one of the strongest members of the Unstable SMP, FlameFrags' partner and Wembu's mentor, and I believe that he is the person who's going to change the course of this civil war. But let's back up a bit. You see, in the past year, ManePear's only been seen once on the Unstable SMP, when Flame was trying to become a combat master, a master of every Minecraft weapon, and he had ManePear train him with the spear. You see, long ago, ManePear and FlameFrags were in an empire called the Prince Empire, and they had a team called the Blindfold Brothers, because they both have blindfolds. They did everything as a duo, until Mane betrayed Flame and the Empire just for fun, and it ended with them battling. But after finishing their training, ManePear wasn't seen again. But FlameFrags isn't the only person ManePear trained. ManePear is also Wembu's sensei, and he trained him with the mace. He is the sole reason why Wembu is so good at macing. He is someone Wembu looks up to as a mentor. ManePear eventually stopped training Wembu after he lost all faith in him and called him a lost cause. See, both Wembu and Flame have a deep-rooted respect for ManePear. The current state of the war on Unstable is not looking very good for Parrot. You see, Parrot wants the server to become a kingdom big enough for everyone, and so soon after he became king, he opened up spawn to thousands of new players, leading to a massive population boom. The problem is that resources were stretched too thin, food shortages began appearing, all players started starving. This led Parrot to form Cindercrest. Parrot believes Parrot ruined the server, and he wants to overthrow him. He has many old veteran players on his side, and most of these old players are incredibly rich, all having full netherite gear. Flame originally wanted nothing to do with this war. He preferred being solo and didn't trust massive factions. He only joined because his best friend Lamedy believed in Cindercrest. Lamedy thinks Parrot failed the server. He wants to stop starvation and suffering and believes Cindercrest is fighting for justice. The war started with Cindercrest attacking Fourth Feather, where Parrot expected a normal ground attack, but Cindercrest used a giant blimp. Parrot used TNT traps to kill tons of attackers, but eventually he had to retreat and escape through the tunnel. The fall of Fourth Feather gives Cindercrest a direct path deeper into the kingdom. Seeing how strong Cindercrest actually is, and knowing they are going to probably attack Merchant City next, he has forced Civet build anti-air machines, specifically to counter the blimp, and he tricks Cindercrest into repeating the same tactic, and Cindercrest gets absolutely obliterated. Meanwhile, outside of the war, Eggchan got kidnapped. Multiple factions want control over him, because controlling Egg means controlling Wembu. Wembu is the strongest player on the server. He has orbital strike cannons, and he's basically the server's nuclear weapon. Anyone who has Wembu controls the server. Eggchan was eventually auctioned off to Arachnid. This makes Arachnid a major player in the war. He would use his brand new nuclear weapon, Wembu, in the battle for Highwater City. You see, Highwater City is the most important city in the server. It controls 80% of the food supply, and it is essential for the kingdom's survival. To prepare for the war, Parrot built massive arrow cannons. Using these cannons, he temporarily delays Cindercrest until Arachnid enters the war. Arachnid doesn't care about ideology, he doesn't care about new or old players. He only wants power, and he uses fear to control his kingdom. Now Wembu, using the orbital strikes, completely destroys the entire city, and Parrot loses his food supply. Now, as you can see, two of the strongest weapons of this war, FlameFrags and Wembu, they don't really care about their side. FlameFrags doesn't really care about Parrot, and Wembu doesn't care about Arachnid. They are only in this war because of their friends. And I believe that the person who can save them from this war and turn them onto Parrot's side is ManePear. If Parrot can find ManePear and show him what's happened to his best students, I think ManePear will be incredibly disappointed, and he will want to step in to save them. ManePear is one of the strongest PvPers on the server, and he has the power to infiltrate Arachnid's civilization and save Eggchan. The thing is, even if Lamedy switched sides and Eggchan was freed, I don't think Flame and Wembu would want to join this war. They just don't care enough about it. This is where ManePear comes in, right? Since they both have a deep-rooted respect for ManePear, I think they would both be ashamed of their actions, how many people they have killed, and how they are using their power, and they will join Parrot's side. But these three players joining Parrot's side would have an even greater impact, because just their names hold an incredible amount of power. If the old players from Parrot and Arachnid's side hear that Mane, FlameFrags, and Wembu all join Parrot, number one, they're just gonna be scared of them, because they know their stories, they know how many players they have all killed, how good all of them are at PvP. And I think there's a chance a lot of them start a rebellion against Arachnid and Parrot. Make sure to let me know what you guys think about this theory in the comments, and subscribe.